Welcome back to Silent Hill 3. Okay, we're still in the back corridors, as it were, of the mall, Central Square Mall, exploring as Heather. I haven't got very far yet.
Saying that, we got a surprisingly amount done in the first episode.
I think that's mostly because we fell in the amusement park and didn't record that.
Which means this is our first monster.
No, we had a tadpole with legs.
Oh yes, we did, sorry. This is our first split-head dog.
Well, so far we've had the big armoured thing that was in the lady's place, the tadpole with legs, and the mummy dog.
Actually, I think that might be the father.
He's got wraps on him like a mummy. Yes, I love all the blood details, actually. Because she's got spray from where she's actually shot the dog, which is now just faded, and then its blood, and then your footprints. It's very detailed.
It's also a lot more stable, actually, the engine on PC. Unfortunately, one of the disadvantages, in fact one of the only disadvantages, is that this is not in surround, this is in stereo
It is,
only.
Yes. Because I think originally we were sure that, because 2 and 4 were in surround, that this would obviously be as well.
Oh, there we have some of the famous Heather sass.
Yes. Oh, it was a good effect as well when we came in from the door. There was a knocking.
Hey, there's ammo there as well.
Yeah, there's more on the shelf there.
Yeah, the character's still looking around, but you can't quite tell what she's looking at sometimes, because there's so many objects of interest within the room.
Yes, because sometimes she just looks at stuff or dead bodies. It's not necessarily items to pick up anymore.
Or, as it is the case there's an item to pick up, but you can't pick it up yet.
No, you cannot.
She does, rather psychically know which doors you can open and which doors you can't.
A little, yes.
Because she looks at the doors you can open.
Yes, we just went by the tadpole with legs, which is now what it is affectionately dubbed. Sure, it's got a real name.
An oft underused feature of this game is going to be used as well, which is the zoom. Because you can, of course, zoom in.
Yes, and appreciate some of the very high resolution textures and items. It's bread, yes, well done. We have tongues. Because it's actually a still wonderfully detailed game, even for something that's quite old. Crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale.
So I saw this thing on Tumblr which showed old games versus new games.
Oh,
Sort of the
yes.
improvements in graphics. I was tempted to invert it a little bit by doing things like comparing Silent Hill 2 or 3 with Book of Memories. Just inverting the meme a little bit.
Because obviously there are some wonderful games that are older. And sort of as an aside as well, I think certain games are impressive not necessarily because they look gorgeous.
Well, of course.
Because we're playing Eternal Darkness at the minute. What I find very impressive is all the levels and the characters and the gameplay you get on a tiny GameCube disc.
There we go.
Yes, the new menu is interesting. We've got key taken with tongues, yeah.
Which is a very, very difficult way to swallow a key. I prefer water.
I was going to say as an aside, that's something that I do have to do occasionally.
Swallow a key?
Use a pair of tongs to get something I've dropped somewhere I can't reach.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, we've suddenly got 3 little tadpoles with legs, which Scott is just going to dodge. Probably for the best.
I think for this Let's Play we are going to pretend that all of the monsters aren't penises.
Yeah. Well, because in a way it's quite nice, because after Silent Hill 1 and 2, 3 sort of went for a slight refresh of the sort of the enemies and the characters.
Well, I think they all do, really. I mean, the chronic reuse only comes in later, I think.
So we've got fresh enemies, and yes, you can view a lot of them as being very
Schlongular?
phallic, penis.
Wangish?
Just, just a teenage girl, got things on the brain.
Penises.
He's gone sort of back to where we were at the beginning. The thing is, he doesn't need to. He wanted to go back out where the bakery was.
Don't tell him that. Oh, God, where are we going?
I think he was pressing buttons and then, yeah. It is a very big map. Do we actually get to explore most of this?
I think we get to explore a fair amount of it, actually, yeah.
Because I've played Silent Hill 3, but again, I don't actually remember that much of it, which is always, makes it quite new and refreshing feeling. Because our player Scott hasn't played this at all. Figuring out where we're going.
Oh, don't worry, once we've exhausted the map options, we'll start looking at the items and then we'll figure it out. I don't think it'll get to that.
So far, the levels don't feel quite as it's that same monster again that we killed in a cutscene.
In true survival horror fashion, we're running for it.
Again, like with Silent Hill 2, everything's sort of named and signed and...
Yeah, I think 2 trailer park monsters have came around the outside.
Actually, what I was going to say as well, they remind me of the monster called the Siam from Homecoming. We're in some sort of bookstore, I think?
Actually, I think it's more a matter of the Siam reminding me of the enemies from this. Because this was first.
Oh, well, yes, you know what I mean. This came first. It kind of reminds me of that with its very long, thick sort of army bits.
Oh, look at all those Shakespeare anthologies.
We're going to tidy up after someone who's carelessly left them on the floor.
Why, yes. Yes, you should. And here we have, I suppose, our first puzzle, such
yeah.
that it is. Ah.
Indeed. It quickly becomes apparent there's something sort of written on it.
So, can we replace one book with another? Yes, we can.
Yes, I didn't realise you could. And we've got a code, which is 673. Is that a 3?
Yeah, that's a 3.
5. Which is different each time.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting to note. Or I think so. None of them are very interesting. Oh, we've got some little bullets there, I think.
And a door. A mysterious door that's locked. A locked door, so to speak.
Very well remembered.
There's a clue next to the door as well, but it's not important.
There's a little bit of paper.
Basically, it says solve the puzzle.
Hey, wait! What's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
They've come to witness the beginning. The rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
I don't get it. What does she want me to remember?
To be fair, there was like a list of 20. And on that bombshell, good night.